Well, hello everyone. In today's video, I thought I would work on this image right here. This is a kit of images from Artie Mays. I believe it is called Blossom Rose. But let's work on this little card here of this woman. Now what I have done is I have printed it on cardstock, very vanilla cardstock, which is Stampin' Up! Cardstock, just so that it would give it a little bit more strength. Just going to cut this out so we can see what it looks like. And then let's embellish it, sorry. I know I sound still a little froggy. Every day is better than the previous day. It's just kind of now lingering asthma. So she's got this darker feather going across her hat. And I bought these feathers at Hobby Lobby. And I want to color them that dark brown color. So what I've done is I have some of the Distress Spray. It's the Walnut Stain, and I think that's a pretty good dark color. I just need to grab a paper towel. I'll be right back. Now I do want to show you that I had colored other feathers with a little bit of a blue here. This is one of the other journaling cards I made. So you can just buy white feathers and color them any way you want. So let's just take a little bit of this Walnut Stain and color these feathers so they're a little bit darker. And what I do is I spray both sides. I'm not quite sure which side I'm going to use, and I guess it'll be okay if there's just a little bit of white showing there. So just spray both sides, and then I'm going to set these aside to dry while I work on the other part of the tag. Now the other thing I wanted to do, and you've seen me do this before, is I wanted to color her dress. I'm going to lay that underneath my ceiling fan so that it dries. Okay, so I've done this before where you've seen me take these. Oh, what are they? Well, it's velvet powder. This is the brand that I had previously that I had bought. And then I went off on Amazon and I bought these, which is a whole different little container or pack of the powders. So I want to color her dress. And so what I'm going to do is take a blank piece of paper so that I can catch this powder. And I'm going to just put a little bit of the green there. And what I did previously is I just took some of the Beacon's 3-in-1 glue and I added it over where I want that powder. And I'm just going to go a little bit here. Just a little bit down in there. I just want a fair amount of the glue. And then what I do is I take the powder and sprinkle it over the top. and it should stick only where the glue is. So that's a pretty good amount, and I'm just going to press it down so that it sticks into the glue. And that's going to give that dress a little bit of a fabric look, and then I just tap it off. And then I'm going to let that dry. Now she's got a little bit of the dress there, and I'm going to use just a little bit of a beige color there. Okay, now let's add just a little bit of the beige color here. We may have to add a little bit of lace onto this. It may not look quite like I want it to. We'll see. And this is the cream colored one. And again, I just press it down. It's going to be subtle. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be okay. And then what I do is I just open up the lid and put whatever I didn't use back into the bottle. So we're going to let those things dry for just a little bit, and then I'll be back. I found this frame, and I believe it is a Tim Holtz frame. And so I want to darken up the edges just a little bit. So I'm going to come in with my vintage photo and just darken these up a little bit. It's bigger than what I need. However, no, it's not going to be a problem because I'm going to be adding some of the feathers to her hat, so that'll come up higher, and I'm going to add some lace. So yeah, I like this. This is darken this up just a tiny bit around the edges, so it kind of goes with her picture. Yeah, much better. This could be a topper to a journal. Now, the frame is too big, like I said, for the picture, but that's okay because I'm going to put some lace on it and what have you. Now, the other thing I want to do is add some pearls around her neck. To me, the neck looks too plain, and that's why I brought in this frame to give dimensions so that when it lays down in the journal, the pearls will, you know, lay flat. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to measure these pearls. Now, again, this brand here, Celebrate, I believe it would be from Michaels. That's the brand that they carry. And so I'm just going to bring it around. Let's see, so I will need, I believe, that many pearls. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue because that sticks a little bit quicker than my Beacons 3-in-1 glue. Let me just kind of bring that around. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's just see here. We'll start up here and bring it down and around. And then we'll just carefully, I'm going to take a pair of tweezers and try to help lay these down. They have to turn around or curve around. Whoops. So what I'm going to have to do is hold those for just a minute. Yeah, they're starting to catch now. Yeah, I just need to hold that there. While that dries for just a minute there, it's starting to catch. Oops. I need to just keep holding it. I'll stop the video while I'm doing that. So off camera, what I did is I recopied the picture, but I left the outside a little bit bigger so that it would fit into this frame better. The other thing I'm debating on is, and you guys tell me what you think. So here's the one with the powder, that flocking powder. And here's one without it. I almost think it looks better without it. So I'm going to leave it off of this one and just set this aside for another day. So let's go back to here. Now, like I said, this is going to go over here and glue. But what I want to do is add some pieces of lace to it. And so let's see if I want it over the top. I might do that and then even add another piece over it. Then I also have this beautiful applique lace. That's gorgeous. I love that. And then I wouldn't even need that because this is so pretty. Yeah, I like it on the bottom. The other thing is just laying it across there and then on top of it. So there's a couple of layers. I could even go up a little bit here. So I'm going to play with this a little bit and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, let's start gluing some things down here. Let's see, probably we'll go around here first. And this is art glitter glue. And I think that's going to work right about there. Then lift it up, see where I'm at. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then my next layer is going to be this lace here. It's just a little piece. I can't even remember where I got it from. And let's see, what had I decided? I think just a little bit across here. And with that, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. And then over that, I'm going to put some of this. But first, let's see. I've got this lace here. Oh, I'm not even sure where it came from. Probably Hobby Lobby. But I want a piece down the length. And actually what I think I'm going to do is, because this is going to go over the top, I only need it to go from here to here. So I believe about like there. And again, just a tiny little bit of our Fabri-Tac around here. There we go. Perfect. And then I've got this beautiful applique that I want to add here. Now you won't see much of it because the feather is going to go over it, but I still want something over in this corner, and then it can actually hang off the topper also. So I need to measure where that is, and I think just a little bit here. And again, I'm sorry you can't see, I'm not in camera view, but I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac back in there. And have that over the top. Just kind of in that one little corner. And it can hang off the side. I'm going to bring this up, put a little bit of glue underneath it. There we go. And then let's add this over the top. I'm going to keep this like that and have this kind of on the low side. Let's see. So let's have that at about there. I'm going to bring that up, add my Fabri-Tac to the back of it. I can't believe how much better I feel. I'm not even coughing today. I know my throat is a little bit raspy, but oh my gosh. So I want this to come up a little bit, but not cover those flowers completely. Yeah, just at about there. So you can still see this lace underneath there. Perfect, perfect. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Yeah, that is coming out quite nicely. And then now, let's see, what else do we want to put? Maybe I should go ahead and put down my feather. I trimmed it off just a tiny bit. Oh, it's too bad that it's going to hide that rose. I wonder if I should make it smaller. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. I don't want it to hide that rose so much. Yeah, I think that's okay like that. Yeah, let's just lay this down. And again, I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac on it. And I'm just going to put it along the, what would it be? Almost the spine of the feather? I don't know what that thing is called. And I'm just going to have that there. Of course, my fingers are sticking to it. I wonder if I can bring it up a little bit. No, that looks goofy. It's got to go like that. There you go. Yep, there we go. Okay, that's down. And then last but not least, I do have these flowers from Hobby Lobby. And there's this one here that looks similar to the color in there. Now it does have this foam to raise it up, but I'm going to pull that foam off so it's not quite so high up. And then, I might as well, since I've got my Fabri-Tac glue already open, I'm just going to add that on there. And add that feather, excuse me, that flower there on her hat. Let's see where we're at here. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. What do you guys think? Should I add any more? Oh, I love the feathers. I love those feathers. So cool. Let's see if I can pull it up a little bit. Yeah, that is pretty. Now that is a pretty topper to go on a journal. I love that. And if you needed to, you could still add some more to the back, which I might even do, add a big piece of fabric to the back before I add it onto a journal. Let me pull some out and let's take a look. Okay, as I was starting to kind of put things away, I noticed this little area here looks a little on the plain side. So I'm going to add this little piece of lace here. It's only 3 of them. It's the same that's on that left-hand side. When this video airs, I'm going to be in Ireland. And I will, I think, post a video from there just to kind of let you guys see what I'm seeing. The other thing I'm going to do is be buying some Irish linen. I hear that's the place to get it. So let's see about what I want to put on the background. So that is the topper. And as I was going through my stash, I found this beautiful doily here. And so I think I'm going to add this to the background of it. And that would be just stunning on a journal cover. So may have to flatten that flower down just a little bit. So as I was looking through my stash, only to have a background to film the finished product, I came across this fabric and I had pinned this on it. I know I've had this fabric, I don't know, 15 years, and it says it's 1 yard and it was free. But wait till you see the topper with it. Isn't that just stunning? So obviously I'm going to have to make a journal cover using this fabric and this as the top of the journal. Isn't that just exquisite? So the next time you guys hear from me, I will be in Ireland. And gosh, I'm so excited. It was a trip that had been planned 2 years ago. And when COVID came about, the trip was postponed. So finally, after 2 years, I get to take this trip. So I will see you guys in Ireland. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. See you guys later. Bye.